Imagine this, you're sitting in your mom's basement playing MMOs all day.
What the hell is even that?
Massively multiplayer online game. Any online video game in which a player interacts with a large number of other players.
Browsing the internet that she pays for. But here's the catch, you're not a typical failure, you've become a millionaire. Yes, you heard it right. You're earning a whopping $1.1 million a year. The question is, how did you do it? This is analysis taking off. The answer is gold selling websites, and for those who don't know what that is, it's accumulating in-game currency or items in online MMOs in order to sell them to other players for real money. I bet your question now is, how?
You guys are getting paid?
You're a liar.
No.
I have limited time to farm the gold and limited hardware to make a botnet. The answer is you don't do it yourself. You actually outsource it to other botnets and other players and buy wholesale from them with low prices. And only then you sell to your customers on your website that you've just created. And that's how you achieve this mind-boggling number. You might say, but the internet is full of these. How am I even supposed to compete with them? Well, you're clever. You were pretty early to the game. You have put yourself in a position of authority. You have low competition. In fact, you're the biggest competition there is. That's the blueprint. This RuneScape player used to earn $1 million a year.
If we're talking revenue, back in the good old days, I think our top revenue a month, we calculate in euros, but I'm going to say this in dollars, it was about $530,000 per month.
Joining the wealthy 1% of the world, risking getting sued to earn that. Why should gold sellers be at risk of getting banned and gold websites getting sued? Why is this practice so popular? And why it remained an active market since the early days of MMOs, despite all the regulations and in-game punishments? Well, the logical answer is, it's profitable, and for some, it's insanely profitable. Just like the story of RuneScape we just told, there is an everlasting demand of gold in all games, even the MMOs that sell the gold themselves. There will be a market for it that sells for lower prices. While the prospect of earning an extra $200 or $300 for an American player or a French player is not that lucrative, it might be life-changing to other countries because of the exchange rates of the dollar. Countries like Venezuela, where the minimum wage is around $30 per month. The amount of money you can earn from gold farming is life-changing. But why, despite all the sanctions, the demand never stops? That is because of certain behaviors of the players. Some like to show off, some are not that good at the game, and some just hate the grind or have no time for that because they have jobs, kids, or other responsibilities. So they seek other means to speed up their progress in their favorite game. In addition to that, some game items are rare and simply getting it depends on long hours of playing and pure luck. So to guarantee owning one of these, buying it is way more practical. And now, why is this prohibited? It seems like this is a legitimate market. There is a demand and a supplier and mutual benefits. Why are the companies cracking down on this activity? Well, some companies that I won't name hate the fact that people are living off their games and want that kind of money for themselves. So they spend huge efforts and lots of money to keep the paying customers in their pages and on their own in-game purchase system. They also tend to punish the people involved because of what comes with suppliers of gold. Some of them use botnets instead of farming it as a single player, and that impacts negatively the game balance, making it more difficult for players who don't engage in these activities to progress or acquire rare items, because the bot indirectly inflates the prices of everything. So as a legitimate normal player, the gold earned from achievements doesn't cover the basic purchases. You won't be able to afford the items that you need to develop organically in your level. And in the player versus player mode, the low level players that buy gold usually have the items items crafted to perfection that you cannot compete with, which results in an annoying, boring gameplay, while some zones are entirely occupied by bots and farmers 24/7, making fair play impossible. Another understandable reason for MMOs to stop this activity is because of what comes with these services. In every thriving MMO black market, there is scammers, spammers, and hackers, which damage the reputation of the game and loses players and clients. Sometimes it makes popular streamers drop the games entirely, which risks losing massive amounts of audience because of their influence. Okay, now let's put aside scammers and game hackers that exploit bugs and bots and all of that, and neutrally look at the legitimate farmers that want to sell their gold. They farmed it, they spent time and effort doing it. Is it moral for MMOs to stop them? The buyers don't have enough time to grind and develop, or they are blocked at a certain level. Why shouldn't they buy what they need? Why should MMOs stop this mutual exchange of value between two parties that happen to be in their platform? After all, these exchanges keep more players in the game that collectively form an MMO. Tell me what you think in the comments below. Have you ever bought or sold in such markets? Let me know. Thank you for watching.